Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me again, Tiffany, and thank you for clicking on this video. If you are new here, I would appreciate it if you go ahead and subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for keeping up with me. Yay! So today I will be doing somewhat of a talk series, just chat a little bit, just rant a little. Whew. When I just started this channel, I used to talk a lot, share my experiences, and a lot of persons were able to relate. And it was something that I believe you enjoyed because I got more feedback from you when I just started my channel compared to now, because then I was sharing more. So I decided I'm just gonna be doing a series of let's just sit down, talk, share my experience, share my knowledge, and hopefully you can relate, or we can have a conversation in the comment section or wherever you deem best to, have a conversation. So, yes. So, again, if you are new here, I am Tiffany Gilmore Miller. And if you're interested in having this, one on one conversation, here's some of my experience, because as you can see by the title, what we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about friendships, ups, down, highs, and lows. So if you're interested, just keep watching, okay? Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. As you see by the title, we're going to be talking about friendship. Before I get into the questions that I have, because I have some questions that ChatGPT generated for me, and we're going to see how many we can answer in this video, right? So, as I said, we're going to be talking about friendships. So, growing up, one thing we're going to talk about growing up. I used to have a lot of friends, like maybe just enough. And again, I think I got it from my mother because she was well known, especially in church. I used to go all over the place church wise, and I used to meet a lot of friends. The downfall is that those days I was very much immature, so I didn't even really understood what real friendship was at the time. um but since I have grown, I have had friends, and I've had good experiences with friends, and I've also had bad experiences with friends. What I've realized is that in church, a lot of young people, they have some experiences where friendship are concerned that really hurt them, that they have nobody to really talk to about it. Because a lot of time people say, oh, you're Christian, like you're not human, like you don't have feelings, like you don't go through similar experiences as those who are not Christians. And today I'm here to tell you that it's not so. Because when you hear some of my experience, it's probably blow your mind, but these are our past stuff. Some of them might be a little present, but I just think it is something that needs to be talked about. Like I am always complaining to my husband about, friendships and all of that. I'm not really complaining, but he's my talk to person, or my sisters, and he says that he think I overemphasize friendship or having a friend, but I don't think it's that I overemphasize it. I think I just have so much love to give, to offer, where I think I deserve great friends. I think I deserve great friends. I don't know about you. What do you think? Do you think you deserve great friends? I think I am such great of a friend that I deserve great friends. Is that I overemphasize? Is that I have something to offer, and I think I'm looking applicants. I don't know. I want to think. I want to think. But yeah, but if you watch a previous video where I basically did a whole room decoration for myself for my birthday, I bought myself gifts and all of that. It's because I am at the point now where I am now treating myself how I desire to treat others, or I desire to treat my friends. Because I believe people treat others how they maybe want to be treated. I don't know. Do you think so? Let me know. But anyways, enough chatting. We're gonna be talking about friendships. Let me tell you the type of friend that I am. I am the type of friend, I never had it to give financially back then, because I I struggled a lot financially back then. So I did not have money to offer, but the love that I give, I think it's worth great friendships. I am the show up friend. Wherever you want me to, I am going to show up. Whenever you need me there, I am going to show up. If you want to be on the phone with me for hours, to vent, to talk, to get sound advice, to get biblical advice, I am that friend. And I am that sister too. My sisters will tell you, I am that person. And I just feel like over the years, I have poured so much into others, being there for others, where I didn't even realize how much being there for others has caused my own cup to run dry. So I am basically pouring into others and not really getting it reciprocated, really. And that's not me complaining, that's just me talking it as it is. Um, Maturity has caused me to realize that people are different. Like, people are different. Not because I am a lover, not because I am a giver, not because I am the friend that is going to be positive in situations, not because I am the friend that is going to show up. It doesn't mean that that's the type of friends that I will have. It doesn't mean that my friend is will be that type of friend. So I am learning to accept people for who they are. But at the same time, I think I deserve, I want to think, I think I deserve a friend like me. Yeah, I think me deserve a friend. I think I deserve a friend like me. After all I've been through with friendship, and it's not this great, but it's the impact. It's the impact of what broken friendship did to me that made me realize that it's high time now. I want a friend like me. Yeah, if we can't get a friend like me, then I really don't need to really accommodate none of our friend. Don't get me wrong. I have persons that are close to my heart, and everybody serve their own purpose, and that won't change. But as we say, the friend there, which I think I found her. Anyways, let's move. Alright, we're gonna get into the questions. Cause me we chatting, we chat for hours. Yes, we chat for hours. But anyways, we're going to be answering some of these questions. It's 20 questions, and I'm going to be asking myself, answering them, and then you can answer it in the comments too if you wish, and we just communicate. So the first question is, mind you, I am just seeing the question because even though I asked ChatGPT to generate them, I did not read them so that they will be fresh to my eyes, right? So the first question, am I a good friend or am I just an available friend? What an easy question. Am I a good friend? I am a good friend. If any of my friends, even if you are not my friend, but me are your friend, tell me, am I a good friend? I think I'm a good friend. I'm a good friend. I am a good friend. As a matter of fact, I am both a good friend and an available friend. The other day I was telling Shana that I think I am too accessible. Like, if any of my friends say, Tiffany, tomorrow we are do this, I avail myself, even if I know tomorrow I'm available, and the next week I avail myself for when it's convenient to them. I am always guilty of that, availing myself for others' convenience rather than mine. Maybe that's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. You tell me, I don't know. But I think I'm a good friend. Let's move on. The next question is, I've I've let me put up the phone. Have I ever poured into people who were never pouring into me? I'm not gonna say yes to that. Why? Because it's not a matter of not pouring into me. It it's probably just a case that I pour more into them. So the pouring, it's reciprocated, but probably may I get due, or I always say durian, and may I give them, flood waters. I am wondering if anybody ever give me flood waters and may I give them durian. Is there ever a situation with that? Hmm. can't recall. But the pouring goes both ways, like it's just the amount. You get me? All right. The next question. What is the biggest friendship lesson I've learned the hard way? Mighty God. Let me tell Uno something. Well, Andy. Let me read it again just to make sure I get this clear enough. What is the biggest friendship lesson I've learned the hard way? Let me put it on my phone. So I've never had, well, I think I would say he was a male best friend, but it wasn't really best friend, you know? But I had a male friend, like I had a good male friend. Yeah, we were good for years. But most of my friends are females, whether past friends, current friends. The hardest thing, let me read it again, you know. Read again. We'll probably just do 10 questions. If you want a part two, you can tell me, and I will definitely do a part two. The biggest friendship lessons I've learned the hard way is to stay out of my friends' relationships. Please, remember, gonna stay out of the relationships because today you're gonna be defending your friend, your girlfriend, and bashing their spouse, and then next week they might go good again, and you're gonna be the enemy. You are going to be the enemy. That has cost me the amount, yeah, chat too much in a people relationship, have too much we say, it cost me two friendships. And let me tell you, as me say me, as me husband say me love friend, my friend bad. So it did hurt me. It did hurt my feelings because I defended you. I defended you, and then you are you supposed to turn against me? I'm gonna defend you as my best friend, as my good friend. Hurt me so. But yeah, that was the hardest lesson I learned. They were just like, what about you? What's the hardest lesson you ever learned in friendship? What is the hardest lesson you ever learned? And how did you recover from it? My God. We're probably just gonna do 10 questions because I don't want the video too long because I want you to watch it to the end. Right, the next question. When did I realize I was giving more than I was receiving? All right, when I realized that I was giving more than I was receiving, or in friendships, when I realized I was giving more than I was receiving, is that I am always the initiator. I am always the ones to say, let's hang out. Let's have friend time. The only friend that initiated ever, well, I would say would match up to my initiation is Shanoi, who is currently my closest friend, my best friend. I am always initiating hangout time. I'm always initiating friendship time. And then sometimes I initiate it and they don't even show up. And I'm not showing anyone pan of friendship, you know. Pan of friend, you know, because one of our chance, me share that, but I'm not conscious, you know. Conscious because it's more than one. It's more than one, friends. Trust me. So I am always the initiator. I am always the one saying let's hang out. I'm always the one saying let's time might make time for the friendship. And that is how I knew that I was pouring. I was I was giving more than I was actually receiving. Because I was saying to a friend of mine the other day, am I forcing things? Am I forcing a friendship? Because if that's the case, tell me, because I think I'm guilty of that. And it's not that I want to force, it's that I want to love you. I want to treat you how a friend ought to be treated. Like, and it is so funny because I was never a lover. Growing up, I was rough and tough and fierce and miserable, and you not talk to me, you not call to me, you not nothing to me because I may not do the hug thing, I not do the love thing, I'm a burst, not do the kiss thing. So it is just funny. Oh no, I am this person who wants to give so much love. My God. But anyways, yeah, that's how I knew I was pouring more because I'm always the initiator. I'm always the one forcing things. Anyways, we're moving on to the next question. Have I ever ignored red flags because I valued the friendship too much? Yes, yes, and yes. I had a friend. One, that was dear to my heart, and I'm gonna make this so general. So no, try to do investigation at all. And I remember the friend said to me that if I should achieve certain things before she do in life, like marriage and all of that, she would have ex. I'm like, really? I'm just like giggle. Like, girl, something wrong with me now? Something wrong with me because I do not for giggle out. No? If you are genuinely, if you are genuine towards somebody, whether or not you achieve it first or me achieve it first, it shouldn't affect our friendship. No feelings, no for the day, no hard feelings, no for the day, no vexation, no for the day. But I ignore that, and because my friendly, as my husband said, I just continue. And the friendship still never work out still. But anyways, yeah, I've ignored a lot of red flags. Ignored a lot of red flags. Also red flags like me abandoning who I am, neglecting me to try and fit into a space that I really never belonged, shoving aside my feelings to make sure my friend is happy. Always, putting me aside and what I feel to make sure that my friend is always happy. So yeah, a lot of red flags, and those are yeah. What about you? What red flags have you ignored in friendship because you never want to lose that person? Next question is, what does a healthy friendship actually looks like to me now? All right, this is a good question. A healthy friendship for me, and this is for me personally, healthy friendship for me is when the energy is right. It is reciprocated. You're not pouring and you're not receiving. You're not filling a cup while emptying yours. You're pouring into somebody and they're also pouring back into you. A healthy friendship is when, for me now, is when we can resolve our issues because, like relationship, friendship has conflicts. Sometimes me and my friend them follow, but you are able to resolve your issues, and still have feelings and still love, and still give and still care for each other. A healthy friendship for me, this should have been the number one reason, is a friendship that we can talk about God. We can break the bread of life together. We can break down scriptures together. We can pray together. We can fast together. A healthy friendship is a friendship that would not allow you to deprive yourself of who you really are, your true identity, to try and to fit yourself in a space that you do not belong. A healthy friendship is not going to, a healthy friendship is one that doesn't compromise, your values, your morals, and all. Hey, me preach to you, me preach to you, but you understand. Healthy friendship are friendship that has balance. For me, it's a friendship that maintains balance. Sometimes, and I'm not saying that we have to talk every day because people have their life to live. And sometimes we're just, cause we're adult and we are big people, and me now take up it from my head. Yeah, so I know we have our lives to live, and sometimes we get busy. But when we do talk, the balance there, when we do see each other, that balance. All right, so my battery died, so I am trying to improvise in my ear pod. But we're almost done. We're almost done. We're gonna answer like three more questions and then we'll just wrap it up. If you want a part two, I have more questions here, so we can do a part two. If you have your question too that you wanna ask for me to answer, then sure. The next question is, how do I know when it's time to step back from a friendship? And let me tell you something about me. When I'm in a situation, it is hard for me to see how much the situation is affecting me until I take myself take myself out of the situation. When I know that it's time to step back, it's actually time when I'm able to self-evaluate. And I didn't really do this often, but now I do it more often, where I sit and like once a month and I self-evaluate, and I say to myself, how is this friendship, or how is this relationship, or how is this serving me, how is this place, how is this job, how is it serving me, how is it benefiting me, not just emotionally, financially, physically, but spiritually. How is it causing me to grow? Is it improving me? Is it degrading me? What does it profit me? And then, based on the answers that I get from asking myself those questions, then I will know if it's time to get out
or to stay, if it's worth fixing or it's worth running away from. Yeah, so self-evaluation is how I know um, when it's time to step back, which is something that I am practicing to do more often because I never really used to do it. I just used to live in at the moment, to be honest, yeah. Um, can you genuinely love someone and still create distance? Of course. If you should ask me about all my friends that I am no longer friends with, I still love them. I still genuinely love them. I still want the best for them. I just don't want them as friends anymore. But I think if you love somebody, a friend really right, well, if you love a friend, if you genuinely love a friend, yeah, go forever love them. Well, maybe not. But I do. I still genuinely love them. Every single one of them. I still genuinely love them. And no one then friends that I'm even no longer close with, I will still check up on and just say like a hi and a like a bye. Cause that's just me who I am. I'm just that initiator. I am going to check up on you. I'm gonna call you. Yeah. This is the last one. How has betrayal changed the way I choose friends? Alright, let me give you a story time. So I had a best friend. We were friends for some of you might know, but I think it's okay. I think she not have no problem because we're still friends now. She's my second best friend. Well, she comes second now. She not first no more. And she's okay with that. So she said. Anyway, so when we were best friends, I would have felt better today, you know. So probably I need to leave that story. But anyways, we had we had we had a moment, a phase where we really kicked off like big time. And I felt betrayed. Like I felt so betrayed because I am saying this is my best friend. She should be the closest to me, you know? And even when I gave her the opportunity to defend me, she did not defend me. No, when we talk about it, she said, "Oh, Tiffany, we did immature. Tiffany, we did immature." I don't care whether you did him mature or chore. Whether she did him much or chore. I do not care. Because I would have defended her, right? So, what was the question again? Yes, Trina. Always betrayal, she, yes. So, she betrayed me big time. I told myself I don't want any more friends. Like, my ball. She ball too, you know. And she not even a crier. She not bally. But I remember she said that she was at work and she was sitting next to somebody and she just start vent to them. And I said, but when me do whatever. And I'm like, she know what she did do, you know? She know what she did do. But I felt so betrayed. Yeah, I get emotional. I felt so betrayed. And then in that same time, while we were working to build our friendship, my mother passed. And then the friendship just, it died down. Yeah, it went to the woods, to the forest. I don't know. It went to the desert. It goes somewhere. But since her and I, you know, we stopped being friends for probably a few years, I decided I just did not want any more friends. Like, it changed my whole perspective of friendship because I am like, I need to protect me. I need to protect my heart. I need to protect my secrets. I need to protect myself, my emotions, and all of that. Because if I am going to allow myself to be vulnerable towards somebody that is going to just betray me like that and then just walk out of my life, then I don't need friends. I don't need friends. Yeah. And then I end up being friends with colleagues, well, colleagues that turn into friendship. And every day I tell them, I say, listen, don't betray me, no? Don't betray me because I was still suffering the trauma of the betrayal from my best friend. Yeah, so it just changed my perspective. I never want a friend. Never want a friend. Made it done with friend. And even since that, I have not given my 100%. in terms of me, like not the outward, not me being loving, not me being kind, not me being there for a person, but in terms of me open up and just being honest about myself, my experience, and so on. I keep up a wall in that regards. Like I am not going to be sharing certain aspects of my life because I just don't know how long you're here for. Like, how long are you here for? Huh? How long are you here for? So yeah, that's how it changed me. Where even here on YouTube, I was more open to sharing stuff, and then I just stopped sharing. Like I just stopped because betrayals, you know, and it just changed my whole perspective of everything and all of that. But I am adjusting now, and I think God brought me to whatever situation I've been through for a reason. And yeah, so that answers your question. My best friend and I were good now. Don't remember she's second best now. But yeah, we made amends. So if you don't know, just don't bother with it. Don't bother with it. She's my girl. She's my girl. I love her. And I tell her every day about her betrayal. I remind her every day about her betrayal. Yeah, cause yeah, she betrayed me. Maybe she feels betrayed by me too. I don't know. She would have to say. But this is my video. This is my side of the story. Amen. Amen. So that is my latest rant. Um, Talking about friendship. If you want a part two, let me know because there are other questions that I did not answer. But I don't want this to be a long, like an extremely long video. So if you want a part two, just tell me and I'll give you a part two. What are your experiences where friendships are concerned? Did one bad breakup make you give up on friends overall? Do you have friends? Don't you have friends? Are you a loner? Are you a soloer? You just do everything by yourself, in a the friendly thing. What friend do to you? Tell me what the friend do to you, Tell me. Alright, so thank you guys for watching this video. I do hope you enjoy it. And I'll see you in the next one. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys.